So I was in the middle of swapping carburetors on the Tercel, and I was looking at this intake manifold, and it had all this unnecessary stuff hanging off of it, a bunch of stuff sticking out, and so I took it all off and it left it with a bunch of holes, obviously. So what I did is I went to AutoZone, and they sell these like plug kits where you can get plugs like this right here, just little Allen hole plugs. And fortunately, it came with enough that I could plug all the holes, and they're pretty much the right size. I think some of them I had to run in a little harder than necessary. Maybe cross-threaded. I'm not sure. They're not coming back out, so who cares? I put RTV, like high temp RTV all around them. If you can see right here. I don't know if you can see that. I put like RTV all around them. Anyways, I had to put one here. Came with a tiny one I put there. Two here. They were the same size. One here, a bigger one. And I think that was it. Hey, there's a spider. What's up? And I think that's it. This is the EGR port right here. Luckily, because I had so many car projects, I had this little cover plate that I'm going to use. And the holes actually line up, and it looks like it'll fit pretty good. If you look right there, it looks like it'll fit pretty good. It's got the factory gasket on here, which I'm probably just going to reuse. And I'll probably just put RTV around here and pop this on. And I've got the factory bolts here that thread right into here. I've got to drill these out because they're a little small. They don't quite, the bolts won't quite go through there. But I'll drill those out and I'll get this on there. And that should finish it up. I'm done. Got my block off plate on. I probably could have shaped it a little better so it, was the right shape. But I don't care. I left the factory gasket on there because it was stuck to the intake manifold. So I didn't bother scraping it off. I just put the thing on, put the screws in, had to drill the holes out, put the high temp RTV on it, and it worked great. So it looks like somebody's worked on this before, unless this is factory, which I don't think it is. That's a weld right there. Somebody filled in that hole. This is a factory like water inlet, outlet thingy. And this is the only vacuum source that I'm leaving on here. I'm probably going to run this to like a vacuum manifold so I can go to other vacuum sources if needed. Who knows? I may turbo this thing in the future, and I may need a spot for a boost gauge or something. We'll see. Worst case scenario, I, take this back out and put a freaking nipple on there to use for a vacuum source. But yeah, it's cleaned up from what it was from the factory. I could have probably sliced all of this off with an angle grinder and had it all welded up, but I don't know. That would have just taken time and effort. And I'm just trying to get this thing on the road. Next video, the carburetor will finally go on. I've just got it, sitting there. I'll put the intake manifold back on, put the carburetor on, and there shouldn't be too much left to it. This thing should fire up at that point. The only difficult part about this was down in here is like this water tube right here. And it's got an outlet here and one that kind of goes around the corner over there. It's kind of hard to get to when you're taking the intake manifold off. And it's probably going to be, not super fun putting it all back. But I ordered new hoses. Where are those? Let's see. I have new hoses here somewhere. Oh, here they are. Right here. I got new hoses. I think I can cut them up and make them fit. These are not factory. I just got something that I thought looked right. And I should be able to cut them up and make them fit. So we'll see how that goes. That'll be on my next video.